Golf in the Canterbury region has a history stretching back to 1873, when the original Christchurch Golf Club was formed at Hagley Park. Ever since, the region has been a stronghold for competitive golf, having hosted major events like the Eisenhower Trophy in 1990 and this year's New Zealand Amateur. And Canterbury is currently home to both the men's and women's New Zealand Opens. And to feature in these tournaments, Canterbury Golf is endeavouring to uncover the next Sir Bob Charles, the region's most famous golfing son. Nurturing that success begins with the Canterbury development squads.
In Canterbury Golf, we provide a pathway for our development players, and we have a range of squads that we have. Starting from our under-16 squad, which you have seen here today, and moving on, we've got a men's development squad, women's development squad, and then leading up to our top academy. So there's quite a pathway there for the players to progress through the squads to help through to our representative teams.
The development squads not only identify young golf talent in the region, but also hone their games ready for representative competition. An added bonus for the budding golfers is to gain tutelage from experienced pros like Carl Brooking.
Try and get the timing and the sequence more in line.
Yeah, like my arms getting weighted far behind and then my hands come forward and I just like cut across it.
It's a player that they can look up to, and knowing what he's achieved on the world stage really helps. You know, he's got a lot to offer from a playing perspective, so the guys can really benefit, you know, if they go out for a playing lesson just on the course management side of things.
But before dreams of being a touring pro are realised, Cantabrians at an even younger end of the scale are introduced to the sport at a primary level.
We've recently introduced a Golf in Schools program to just try and introduce golf to the young children in primary schools. What we're doing is we're delivering 3 sessions to the children at school so that they get an opportunity to learn the basics about golf. So they have 3 sessions over 3 weeks, and then we're linking them to the golf club where they get the opportunity to go out on the golf course and play a fun game of golf.
And go, try and get it into your cones. Cool, you had a bit of weakness this morning, didn't you?
Yep.
Out of the classroom and in the stunning foothills of the Southern Alps is a Canterbury course that's been wowing golfers young and old for 50 years. Waimakariri Gorge Golf Club is the pride of North Canterbury, set alongside the eye-catching Waimak Gorge with million-dollar views of the Alpine Range. For a North Canterbury native like Tom Turner, it's easy to see why Waimak Gorge has got such a big reputation.
Well, it was established in 1961, so it's just gone through its 50-year anniversary. It's in a great location. It's a 45-minute drive from Christchurch, and from this view, it's totally worth the drive. You get the variation on this course. When you're away from this gorge a little bit, you have the flat, the tree-line holes, but then you come out and you get this elevation change with these really sort of iconic and sort of signature holes. I guess there's more than one signature hole on this course.
One of the most talked about holes at the Waimakariri Gorge course is the ever-climbing par 5 12th.
It's just under 450 metres, that hole. It's a fantastic par 5. It looks really sort of simple, I guess, when you're standing on the tee. It's not until you hit your tee shot and get up to the corner that you're really met with the daunting task ahead, I guess.
So here we are on the 12th fairway at Waimak Gorge. After a great tee shot, I find myself in the fairway with around about 180 metres to go to the green. It plays a little bit longer than that because I'm going up a staircase fairway, and it's a really daunting shot because over the back of the green, there's just a straight run off to an out of bounds. Let's give it a go. I'm pretty happy with how I hit that, but you can't see from here where the ball's finished, so let's go have a look. If you've played the hole well, you can stand on that green and just take in the amazing views. It's called Panorama, the hole, and it's very fitting, and you realise why it's so called when you're standing on that green. And there's even an opportunity for a great score on that hole. You might even sneak away with a 3.
From the 12th green, you literally come down off a high to number 13.
Well, it's under 350 metres, that hole. It's a really good par 4. You're standing at the high point of the course. You're heading down to a fairway. You've got out of bounds on the left, which if you are really game, you can take the out of bounds on and go for the green, but it's a high-risk shot. You have to be careful of the back pin location as the green channels back into quite a narrow area up the back. I guess it's a real birdie opportunity, but you have to be cautious.
And before your round is finished, one last chance to take in those jaw-dropping vistas.
Here we are at the 17th hole now. As you can see behind me, there are magnificent views of this tee of the Waimakariri River. Another unique feature about this hole is that you look down through the gorge, you can see the 8th hole, which is an exact mirror image of the 17th hole. Here goes.
Safely on the green, Tom using his local knowledge to roll in a well-taken birdie. The Canterbury Golf region offers a real variety of courses, affordable green fees and plenty of mainland hospitality. And it's open for business.
The earthquakes has obviously had an effect on everybody, but I can happily say that all the Canterbury courses are up and running and functioning well. One of the real points that we've tried to make in recent times in relation to that is golf is a great opportunity to get out and release some stress and have a bit of time out on the course. What we really want to reinforce is that Canterbury as a golfing destination is a great place to come in terms of the number of courses and the ease of access to play the game in such a friendly environment.